Let's continue with our CSS course and go through it as quickly as possible, guys, so we can get onto making our awesome dynamic websites, selling our stuff. So what I want to go through this video is positioning. I'm going to go through positioning your styles or IDs or whatever you're going to use. By the way, guys, I'm sorry I haven't done a CSS video in a while. Finally got around to it, and now's the perfect time for me because it's Saturday evening and my girlfriend's at work, so I've got nothing to do. So let's get cracking with this. I'm going to make some IDs. Let's call this one section 1, and within this section I'm going to put a bunch of properties. Remember, guys, in CSS you just declare a bunch of properties in your styles. So this ID, we're only going to use it once in our web page, and the first properties I want to introduce you to, width and height. I want this width to be 300 pixels. We can change it to percentage or a bunch of other stuff, but I always use pixels. It's accurate, you know. It's not unpredictable. Use percentages if you want, guys, but for blocking out your web pages, percentage is pretty good. Height. All right, we can change the height of this style. 50 pixels, for example. And to show this in the web page, I'm going to change the background, and I'm going to put a hexadecimal value, guys. I'm going to put CCC for grey. Alright, I'm going to do some comments here, guys. If we want to put white, it starts off at FFF, and then it goes upwards, and it goes EEE, DDD, and we're stuck on CCC. So the lower we get, the darker the shade of grey. Alright, and when it gets to A, it goes to 888, 777, and then all the way down to 000, which is black. Alright, guys, so that's how that works. Shades of grey really, it's a really good way of laying out your website if you want to make a new design without colour. You know, grey out first. I do that sometimes. Alright, so let's save this out. Div ID equals section 1. Alright, so let's put in a div element. Alright, so div ID equals section 1. Close it off. Let's put this as section 1, and I've opened the web page in a new space now, guys, so easier to view. Okay, so here we go. Here's our style, 300 pixels across, 50 down, and we've got some text in it. It's got a grey background. So that's the first thing I wanted to do in this video, show you guys. And the next thing is the actual position of the style. So we can float it, for example, to the left. And if we refresh, it will be on the left, so nothing's changed, it's left by default. If we change it to right, boom, it's to the right side of the page. So that's how that works, guys. Floating's a really good way. And another style you can use with float is clear. Alright, so clear separates styles from one line to another. We can put clear none. I'm going to put that for now. And if I refresh, it's exactly the same. Haven't got any more styles, so I'm just going to put this to the left. And let's copy and paste this style. Section 2 now, guys. Alright, let's go to section 2. Let's put section 2 in another div ID. Section 2, section 2. And if I refresh, there's two sections, they're joined together. Alright, so to deal with this, I want to introduce you to another property. Right, quite a lot of properties, guys, in this, but that's all CSS is. And that's margin. Now margin separates styles, separates them, so we can separate it by a number of pixels, say 5 pixels, and this separates it in each direction 5 pixels. So let's refresh, and as you can see, the margins separated the style 5 pixels in every direction. But what if we wanted to just do it in the right direction, so just this bit here? Well, with this kind of stuff, guys, we can start off with let's say north, and so the north we want to be 0 pixels. Then we go to the east, that's the one we want to change, the right side, which is 5 pixels. The bottom or the south 0 pixels, and the west 0 pixels. Alright, so if we refresh again, the only margin we've got is the right hand side or the east. Remember, guys, it goes in the north, east, south and west. Alright, or up, right, bottom and then left, but whatever you like to remember it, guys, remember. So remember that. So 10 pixels, we can make it even more. And a property similar to margin is padding, so I can put padding here. And what padding does, it pads within the element. As you can see, margin separates each element or style. The padding is actually a part of the style and pads it within the style. So if we just put 10 pixels padding, boom, it's inside the style, and our text is a bit more spaced out now, so it's easier to do. So I'm going to pad out section 2 as well. Refresh that. Alright guys, so we've got 2 sections now, and I want to change the clear to right. So I want to clear everything on the right hand side, so everything after this on the right is going to go to the next line if we refresh. Oh sorry guys, I need to clear this as well. Clear left. Boom, there we go. And as you can see, they clear onto the next line. So that's what clear does. Float and clear you can use in a very effective way. So let's put some margin on there. Margin 10 pixels. Alright guys, so section 1, section 2. Alright, so that's how we position stuff in CSS. So we can position it anywhere we want. And it's as simple as that, guys. I don't know what else to tell you about this section, but that's all I wanted to go through in this video. So in the next video, we're going to continue. We're going to set up another web page and put in some more nice styling. All right. So I'll see you next video.